News of the strange new lion spread through the forest like wildfire, reaching every corner by evening. The deer whispered warnings to each other and moved deeper into the forest, trembling with every step. The monkeys climbed to the highest branches, too afraid to come down, watching the path below with wide eyes. Wherever the donkey in disguise walked, the path ahead would clear instantly as animals rushed to escape. He strutted proudly through the widest trails, and no creature dared to stand in his way or question him. The donkey in disguise chose the best resting spot under the tallest tree, a place no one challenged him for. The forest that once rejected him now bowed before him, and he soaked in every moment of false glory. But respect born from fear is never real, and the donkey in disguise was too blinded by power to see the truth. Days passed, and the donkey in disguise grew bolder and more arrogant with each sunrise in the forest. He no longer walked carefully, but stomped through the forest, shaking the ground beneath his heavy steps. The donkey in disguise chased the rabbits just for amusement, laughing silently as they fled in pure terror. He blocked the water stream so the deer could not drink, watching them bow their heads and walk away thirsty. The monkeys threw down fruit as offerings, and the donkey in disguise ate greedily without a trace of gratitude. The once joyful forest became silent and fearful, every creature living under the shadow of a false king. The donkey in disguise had completely forgotten he was just a thin, sad donkey hiding beneath borrowed skin. He truly believed he had become the lion, and that dangerous belief would soon lead to his downfall. While every animal trembled in fear, one old fox watched the so-called lion from a safe, hidden distance. The wise fox had lived in this forest longer than anyone and had seen the real lion many times before. Something about this new lion troubled him deeply. The walk was clumsy and the posture was all wrong. The wise fox noticed the gray hooves poking out beneath the golden skin and a thin donkey tail dragging behind. His sharp, narrow eyes studied every detail as the donkey in disguise strutted past without noticing him hiding. The wise fox smiled his sly, knowing smile, for he had already solved the mystery of this strange, false lion. But the wise fox was patient and wise. He did not rush to reveal the truth, choosing to wait for the right moment. He followed the donkey in disguise silently through the shadows, knowing the disguise would crumble on its own. That evening, the donkey in disguise stood on a hill overlooking the entire forest, drunk on his own false power. He felt so mighty and invincible that he wanted to roar, to let the whole world hear his voice. The donkey in disguise threw his head back, opened his mouth wide, and let out a sound with all his strength. But what echoed through the forest was not a powerful roar. It was the loud, ugly bray of a common donkey. The entire forest went silent. Every animal froze in place, and confusion filled the air like thick fog. The wise fox stepped out calmly from the shadows, looking up at the donkey in disguise with a knowing, steady gaze. One by one, the rabbits, the deer, and the monkeys peeked out from their hiding places, eyes wide with realization. The truth had finally spoken louder than any disguise, and there was no taking it back ever again. The donkey in disguise stumbled backward in panic as every animal in the forest began moving toward him slowly. The rabbits, the deer, and the monkeys surrounded him, no longer afraid, staring with anger and disappointment. In his desperate scramble, the lion's skin slipped off and fell to the ground, revealing the donkey underneath. There he stood, thin and trembling, the same sad gray donkey he had always been, with nowhere left to hide. The wise fox shook his head slowly, his eyes filled not with anger but with quiet pity for the foolish donkey. The donkey lowered his head in deep shame, turned away from the crowd, and began walking toward forest edge. He disappeared down the same dusty, lonely path where his story began, leaving the lion skin behind in the dirt. The forest returned to peace once more, carrying a timeless lesson that no disguise can hide who you truly are.